But Moo, what are your thoughts on Delta Force so far? Hey, it's your buddy Moo Juice Magic here. And I got to test Delta Force in the alpha and the beta. It's still technically in beta, but I think they're going to run it as beta the way PUBG runs everything as permanent beta. And technically, if you want to break it down, Warzone is always going to be in a permanent beta. They're never going to fix that thing. So, if you don't know what Delta Force is, it's a looter shooter, but there's also a battle royale version of the game, a warfare version, kind of like Battlefield. It also comes with the remaster of Black Hawk Down. What do I feel about this game right now? Well, for a looter shooter, as a Tarkov kind of ripoff, if you want to call it that, it's definitely a Tarkov clone. I don't know if ripoff is the right word, although, as you'll see in a minute, it's using it like clone is a nice word. Now, as far as extraction shooters go, if you liked DMZ, if Call of Duty is the game that you play, and you liked DMZ and you missed that, this will fill that niche but do way more for you. This is far better at doing the looter extraction thing than DMZ did, far and away. It's smaller maps, but it's also less squads, less AI, that kind of thing. So it's balanced out. Plus, I do think that the gear you get feels more like a payoff. Let's play with the game a little bit here. Now, I've been playing in Operations. I haven't played a whole lot of Warfare mode. I played it in Alpha, so I'm not going to do anything about that. But we're going to talk about the looter shooter part of it right now. Warfare being that Battlefield style, and Operations being the looter shooter. Now, they have their events that come up. They have Season Pass. This is not a pay-to-win game, at least not yet. They say it's not going to go that way. I feel like they're doing it in a way that's not going to go that direction. There are things you have to struggle to get to upgrade. So if you go over to your menus here, you have all the regular things you'd see in a game menu. I like the way it's laid out. It seems like a little more flexible than a lot of other games and some of their games. I know I struggled a little bit with COD when they redid it. They put all those Hulu-style menus in that they've geared away from, finally. This is a little more passable for me, just for the sake of ease. Now, that said, it does get a little confusing after that. If you go to your stash, it's pretty simple. This part's pretty easy. But then you can do add-ons to your stash. My stash has been upgraded to high hell. But when I say, like, reward payoffs and stuff, you get guns that are worth 190, other guns that are worth less, some guns that are worth more. Then you get into other things that you pick up, different vest attachments to fix your vests, repair your vests. Then you randomly find things like this blade server at 1.4 million. I also found a key card that's worth a lot. Now, the key cards, we'll get into what that is here in a minute. When it gets a little confusing in the menus, you go to your departments and you have your mission menu here, your supply menu here, your supply station, so you can get things from here. You can say buy a gun that you want to use or customize. You can go buy these extra file boxes. These go into that stash as expansion crates. Same with weapon crates. These expand that stash, which will fill up incredibly quickly. You're going to be playing a lot of inventory Tetris in this game. That might as well be a secondary game mode. It does get a little arduous at some points because this is not a lot of space. It starts out, I think, right about here. I think mine is level like 6 or 7. So your stash, I think, starts right here, and there's only one of these available at the basic stash. So you have to upgrade that. The first 2 upgrades are not terrible. After that, it becomes more difficult. Now, to do your upgrades, you're going to go to your black site. You're going to see upgrades here, and this is your site. This is your base. And then here's your stash. This is what most people are going to focus on probably right away because you'll find you get a lot of crap real quick. I'm not going to really do a lot of strategies. We're just going to do a little gaming breakdown here. So you have your pharmacy where you can unlock things to produce. So this is just how you unlock the things that you can purchase. You can find all of this stuff in the game, all of these items in all of these places. But to unlock them so you can use them, go into a match with a bit of an upper hand, this is what you want to do, is upgrade these guys. Now, to do this on level, like, whatever level I'm at on this one, level 3, or I'm going to level 3, you need some expensive stuff. There is an auction house, so the price varies. Like right now, this is hella cheap. This was $1,000,000 yesterday. It's 207 today, so you got to pay attention to that auction house stuff. And then you can upgrade all of this. Actually, I'm tempted to do that here later today if that's still the price. You get your workbench, and you can unlock your ammo, things like that. So stash, your armor bench. Obviously, you'll unlock different armor pieces. You have your gear basics we'll get into before we do a round. CSD, you're going to be unlocking your stamina and stamina recovery. This is very important. I highly suggest as soon as you can open this up, start upgrading it. Being able to run and continue to run and recover from running is really helpful in this game. Firing range helps your max load. So I don't know why they put that in the firing range and not also in CSD. I think they probably planned firing range to essentially be something else and realized with everything they've done to the guns, it would be kind of silly. It would give too much of an upper hand. So they're using it to carry more of your load in your backpack so you don't fatigue as easily because your backpack is weighted. Cyber warfare, you're unlocking firearms parts and some firearms. And then your headquarters, which has your auction house ability. I know, it's a lot to unpack. So you're going to go to your auction house next. It's a produce also. You can produce different things here. I don't obviously use it. Auction house, you can buy and list items. Shows you what you've bought when you get too lazy. And what you can list when you unlock X amount of slots. This also gets filled up fast because as a general rule, even though you can just sell your items back for whatever, like if you go to your stash and you need some quick cash, you can select, it'll show you a value, the little cash value there, that 33,542. That's the value of that assumed value. If you go to sell it, that might shift. So if you'll notice, you go to the supply station, they'll buy it back from you, or buy it from you. The game will buy it from you for $14,007, or the auction house will buy it for $43,571 approximately. That doesn't guarantee you're going to get that. If you go to list, you're going to see your expected revenue. I still haven't quite figured out exactly how they work the auction house that way. You can up the price on it. I have more luck just leaving it at base minimum or going just a scale or two up. You have more of a chance of buying if you're trying to up it that extra market. See, right now at 351, I mean, it's selling at 54,000. You might get some sales there. It just depends on what you want to risk. You might lose some money, you might make some money. If you need instant money, some of the best bets is to get some cheap gear that you're not going to use and just sell it at face value and slowly build up your main money right here. This guy goes to your other things here. I have not screwed with this enough. Your mailbox over here, obviously. System notification. If you fall in combat or if your combat mate retrieves something of yours in combat when you died, or say you do a run, you don't have room, and you leave some of your gear on a dead body, because you can do that because you'll want to play the gear game. And when we play around, you'll probably see that. I'll try to get around in when we do that. For instance, I've been playing with my squad mate Jack Temple. We played around. I died. He took my backpack with him when he exfilled. So I got my backpack back, which is nice because going without a backpack means you have very limited spaces to carry, which we'll get into. Your general notifications, subscriptions, auction house, what you've sold, which I'm going to claim that now. That just tells you how much you've made off what you have and haven't, or what you have sold. Safety. If you've reported people, here's where you're going to find it. Right here. These are all red. Don't need to see those. The reporting system does work, and they do issue a thing that says how many people they've banned every month. Also, another fact of this game, another feature of this game, when you're in a lobby, sometimes if someone, not always, but sometimes when you're in a lobby, it will show up. It will show up in the corner of the screen when someone has been caught hacking and been booted from the lobby and banned from the game. And it will shame them. It will leave their name up there the entire match saying they got banned for hacking. It's really nice to see. It's refreshing. Unless you're a hacker, in which case go do something else. Now, where the menu gets a little more confusing, you have your main bar here. You have your collection bar. These are things you've unlocked. Skins first. Now, the skins don't do anything for you aside from look flashy. So you can purchase skins. That is what you're buying. or you might buy a different look for a knife. This guy here, I don't remember what you needed to unlock him. I thought that I had, but apparently I had. Whatever. But I did unlock this guy through an event. Some knives do have different stats, but realistically, they're negligible to the point where you're not going to notice it. The Mandel bricks. These are things that you can randomly pick up in certain matches. They come with good gear, they come with skins, different items. They're a pain in the ass to get. Once you get this, you have to go and decode it at a decoding station. Your presence at that point is known. Wherever the Mandel brick goes, everyone on the map that's in the lobby with you, in the match with you, gets to see your location. So they get to go after you because everybody wants that brick to decode it in exfil. Personally, I've gotten a few of them. I don't ever think enough about it to worry about it. I'd rather just loot and go. That's just, I play a little more slow-paced. Just because I want to gather as much gear and make as much money as possible and upgrade my base. So yeah, in Warfare, operators have a chance to receive the Mandel brick based on their performance. The better they perform, the higher the chance of receiving Mandel bricks. And then you can open the Mandel brick to obtain deluxe or even rare appearances. Deluxe appearances can be traded in the market. So most of the time it's going to be skins. I think there's other things that drop in it, but I don't remember getting anything else out of it. You have your items. Now in here, they give you a lot of stuff. They give you a lot of stuff in this game to keep you involved for free. You complete courses, you complete events, you complete things, different stuff. If they have an event going on, they'll give you things, and it will usually show up in items. And you can get your XP cards and stuff. They'll also give chests, loot chest boxes, recruit gear ticket. These are great because if you get wiped in a combat or in a round, you lose all your stuff. That sucks. Going back into it sometimes. I don't mind it. I tend to go in just knife and nothing else usually. But sometimes, especially if you're trying to play the long game, you want to get that gear ticket at least to get yourself a start going. It helps you out. It gives you a full set of gear. There's 3 tiers of ticket. There's recruit, regular, and elite. And they give these to you for free frequently. You will run out of them if you overuse them, so try not to die too much. Supplies, it breaks it down by category, obviously. You get your XP tokens, which I don't ever use. Deluxe Collection Workshop, I don't use this at all. I have no idea why anyone would use this. I'm sure it has a use. I've never gotten to it. Calendar of Events. Like I said, it gets a little confusing with the menus, but you'll get there. It takes a little bit of time. It's a learning curve. If you're playing Call of Duty and coming over to this, it's a steep learning curve with controls. So this event's starting soon. The Gambler. You collect playing cards and turn them in. I'm pretty sure I'm one shy still on that skin, but I also don't care. I don't need a pink gun. Alienware Plunder. I have never found an Alienware computer at all in any of these lobbies. Ever. I have no idea how to find them. I don't know. So, allegedly they're in there. At least that's what I'm told. I never really looked at it, to be fair. You have these guys, these tokens you can use to get some of those free boxes that I told you about that have gear in them. I don't have any on hand or I'd show you. So here's your weekend benefits. These pop out. You can buy these tokens again. You can buy these. And these vouchers go for getting gear boxes that might have skins or paint jobs. They might have nice gear in them, weapons, armor, buffs. There's things like that. Tactical armament. You can turn these tokens in here. You get enough of them, and you get this stupid skin. I still don't understand why anyone cares about the skins too much. You can do it. It's fun. Should market. I don't even need that. Deluxe collection appearance can be traded on the market. There you go. So you can trade these deluxe appearances. Got it. Thanks. Go away. Go away. Records. I obviously haven't used any of these because I don't care. And then their store, because of course they have a store. You have to. You got to make some money, right? The store packages are not expensive compared to Call of Duty. It's crazy. You get these things. It is cost you real money. It's skins It's nothing extra. Unlike Call of Duty, you're not getting a bunch of extra perks with the guns. You're just getting skins. Like I said, unlike Call of Duty. Yeah, here's what you got. You got to buy the owl. Little cinematic here.
You taught me everything.
We're not going to watch that. It literally shows it every time. You kill that guy at some point. He's like the main boss. I haven't got there yet. The levels get more confusing. So yeah, there's all this stuff here that you can unlock or buy if you want to. All right. Season pass. They do have a season pass you can buy. Unlocks tokens. These are the crates that you can get. This one has ammo. Some of them have guns. So you can unlock all of this crap just playing the game. And then you get a bunch of extra free stuff. And some of it's really helpful. None of it's pay to win. But it does help you when you get into a match. And then your chat. I highly suggest you ignore the world chat if you are easily offended. It's pretty gnarly. So we have your Genesis. So I'm playing ranked when I can. I'm not playing ranked right now because I'm too low gear level. And because on the maps that I'm going to, I can't get into those maps without a certain gear level. Which is fine. I don't want to play them anyway. You have your friends list here. You can thumbs up when you play with a person on your squad. That gives you a better chance of playing along with them the next time if it's random. And then recent players from your squads, obviously squadding up with folks. There you go. To prepare around, you pick. You're going to start off in Zero Dam. That's the first thing that's going to be open to you. We're going to go into that. And we're going to go in bare bones. Here's a list of your missions. You get those missions from the departments right here. And don't just do that. You can just do that. Prepare. Now, if you're in the middle of preparing, like I said, we're going to Zero Dam. There's two options, easy and normal. For normal, it'll show you here you have to have $112,000 500 gear value. What that means, that does not include bullets. That does not include health. That is your helmet, your armor set, and your weapon. And we'll get into that. I'll go to gear up. We're going to go to easy because that's how I'm playing it. Going to go to gear up. I'm not going to wear any gear in. I'm just going to go with my knife. We're going to play the slow game just so you guys get a feel of how the game runs. So you have your helmets, your armor, your backpack, and your rig, your chest rig, your mole. So when I say a value price, your value price is going to be here on top. That is how you're going to add up the gear value to get into one of those levels. They all have a different gear value above easy, above the easy ones. I think Leali Grove, the second level, does have gear value on easy. So even easy, yeah, easy doesn't have a gear value on Leali too. Never mind, ignore that. So we're still on easy on Leali. You can go here when you open that up. Brackish and Space City only open certain. I think Space City's open all the time. Brackish only opens on the weekends. Now, Brackish and Space City, they run a little differently. So let's go to Zero Dam. We're going to gear up. We're going to get in. And we're just going to rock it. I'm not going to worry about any of that stuff. We're going to hit start. And we're going to see how long it takes us to get into a lobby solo. It does take a little longer. You can turn your squad fill off, but obviously I'm making a video. I don't want to do that. I want to break this down for you guys a little slower. And it's hard to do that when you have another squad, when you have a full squad with you. Because they're all off doing their own thing. Now when you get into the lobbies, when you get into the match, when you get into your map, you're going to want to look and see where your exfil sites are. And we're going to pull that up as soon as I can with the map. And then we're going to break down the difference between the first two maps and Brackish and Space City. That's assuming we can get into a round. I might edit this down if it takes too long. Or I might just talk about something else. Who knows? Settings are pretty simple, pretty easy. You can go between game modes, obviously, by hitting escape a bunch of times. During this time, you can still, obviously, have your friends preparing for stuff. Well, by now, no, you can't because you're already matchmaking. So once you hit matchmaking, you can't do anything else. You're just sitting here in the lobby. You can be part of the world chat if you want. Now, there are people that are doing join squad. You'll see that up here. You can click that and join their squad if you want. I highly suggest not looking at that. We'll see if we get into a match here at 1:20. I expect usually longer for Brackish and Space City. So it's kind of odd that this is taking this long right now. But we'll see. There is a chance you get in and you wait. And you get wiped right off rip, and it's incredibly frustrating. Usually takes, between 30 seconds and a minute before you see another player if you drop close to someone. We'll see how that goes in this round. That says that's just in Zero Dam. There are different maps here. We're going to play around and see if we can make it out, if we can get into one. So the differentiation here is between Warzone and Tarkov. The game is a standalone. It's kind of in between them. You don't have prox chat. We got a match found here finally. You don't have prox chat. Oh, I didn't even go into operators. I got the healing operator. We'll get into operators here. But yeah, like I said, they don't have prox chat in this, which is fine. But you're gonna use your ears a lot. If you don't have a headset, I highly suggest playing with one, and make sure you get your volume set properly, the special effects volume up. The keys are all adjustable. It's pretty simple to use just the main set though, unless you have a proprietary controller. So here's where I'm infilling right here. Here's going to be your exfil site. You have 4 different versions, 5 different versions. This is operated by a lever. Here you have to pay to get out. To do that, you have to do one of these missions. This is open occasionally, so the question mark. This you have to drop your backpack to use it. And this is the regular exfil that's open the entirety of the match. Brackish and Space City don't have those regular exfils at all.
Keep the following in mind.
They have, well, maybe not at all, usually. Space City has one that you have to complete a mission to do, and you have to wait for a timer, and there's a switch you have to pull on another one. Or you have to exfil with your backpack, and it only has X amount of seats, and Brackish is the same way. Where I started here, there's going to be people right by me. I'm going to try to bypass them and not get into a fight with players that are armed when I'm not. That will absolutely get me killed. Now I'm playing as a healer, so I can self-heal. I have smoke grenades, and I have a smoke line that comes out. See, there's a rocket guy up there. Yep, rocket guy up there. Don't want to get hit by the guards. The guards are activated by noise. You can hear that gunfire over there. That's probably the people in the back of that area I just left. Zip line here. Sometimes people come up from here, and sometimes there's people up this hill where we're going. Nothing of value, nothing of value. There's definitely people shooting in there. If you'll notice, I have no gear, so I have nowhere to store anything. I'm just kind of hoping for something and not finding anything. There's usually a couple guards up here that can give you some easy gear. Now there are 3 kinds of movement in this. There's your run like that, your sprint. There's your steady walk, and there's your slow walk. Slow walk obviously makes less noise. You can also, crouch and creep. You can jump. But slow walk works for both standing and running. Or standing and crouching. Obviously you're not going to use it if you are prone. I think you can, but it's negligible. Okay, I'm going to switch my camera here for you guys to see. Oh, I got players on me. Oh, that's a bot right there. Okay. Now, they do sound different, but sometimes it's hard to tell. The bots will spawn in at random spots. Let's see if I can get up on this guy. I was hoping for a finisher, but I couldn't get it behind him in time. Don't need those. There's usually another bot right over here. Nope. There's another bot right there. Okay. It's probably on this side of this building right here. Yep, shit.
Watch out!
Luckily, the bots, for the most part, in this round are kind of stupid. Oh, I like that backpack better. Thank you. This is the value of all these things. I'm not going to worry about collecting that stuff. You might when you first start, but there's going to be other things that you can find that are worth a hell of a lot more. Like this guy here is worth, I think, 14, 17. Okay. This guy's worth a little bit. I'm not going to pick him up because I don't have a lot of room. That's obviously something you can decide to do on your time. I'm going to go to kind of a busier spot. We don't have a mantle brick here. I have really poor armor, unfortunately. Gonna get an overwatch here and see what's going on. When you're playing the way that I'm playing, hiding and seeking is pretty much your go-to. When you're coming in with just a knife, the shotgun is fine if you absolutely have nothing else, which I do right now. I have absolutely nothing else. Now I have a sincere danger of I can hang out here, I can camp right here, but I run the deep risk of having someone come down from where I just came down or coming up from one of these zip lines and being more adequately prepared than I am. I can get surprise on them and hope for the best, but I have an Uzi too. I forgot about it. I better load that. Make sure it is not loaded all the way. But you know, you got to strategize where you're coming from. Listen to the volume of footsteps, the rustle of branches, gunshots, explosions, the directions they're coming from, things like that. It seems like a lot, but once you do it and immerse yourself, it's really not that bad. It does feel like it at first, but if you're used to COD, you'll be really happy to know the audio in this works a hell of a lot better, and you don't have to buy an extra freaking audio bundle for it. Just adjust your settings, and it should be fine. There are a lot of little nooks and crannies in each map to place. You'll spend a lot of time at Zero Dam. This is going to be the map that you know the best. You're going to want to pay attention to how far away your exfils are, where your timer on your map is. Every once in a while, if I know I'm safe, I go like this. I have 715 meters. I can clear that in a matter of 4 minutes.
We can extract from here.
Now there's gunshots coming up from, I believe, over from where I was coming down from. So I'm probably going to vacate this area and just kind of like lay low. There's squads of 3 everywhere else. There might be some other lone people coming in and just doing what I'm doing. Just basically scav runs. I'm actually going to put that in my safe box. Oh gosh, that was not great. And I don't have a health kit. Okay, broken leg, not a good way to do this. I missed the box. So yeah, broken bones will give you away your space or your location over time. You will make noise. You will scream in pain. Broken legs are the worst because you can't move as fast. Your debuff is pretty heavy on movement. The game does a pretty good job. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Of making you feel like you're hurt. It definitely makes you wince. Unless you're an unfeeling creature of doom or something. Alright, now I really need to find a med kit or some means to heal myself with. I'm going into a very dangerous, risky situation here because I don't have any health. And it's usually players that carry it. Unfortunately, the game does drop it, but not as often as one would like. Shit. Okay, it's just a bot. Shit. That. That's not good. Those players are coming up on me. I gotta find some health quick. There might be a surge kit in here. I hope so. So I'm running out of time. Nope, that's not great. Not a great place to be, I'm not gonna lie, guys. And the enemies are definitely going to know I'm here now. That's not helpful right yet. Realistically, I'll be surprised if I can exfil from here. Face me if you got the guts. You want to see my guts, don't you, you pervert? Alright. Damn. Players will be coming this way real soon. At which point I will be absolutely screwed if I don't find some health and get the heck out of here. Alright, come on. Good stuff usually takes longer to load in. And sometimes you get crap like that loads in. I might have to go get some cover. We got 20 minutes. I usually try not to get to this part till a little later in the round. Oh god, rocket launcher guy on me. Oh, that's not nice. That's uncouth. I'm not gonna lie, the rocket launcher guys are a little OP. Here's your total of what you have on your kit with you in the round. Obviously I don't care this time. I usually try to get at least 500,000. I don't think that's happening this round, considering I can't even stay alive. I can't go anywhere for 5 seconds without getting killed, or shot, I mean. Any help here? Come on. Surge kit. Give me a surge kit. Damn it.
Take it as the enemy.
Shit. No. I mean, I don't think these are going to help me, but I'm going to take them anyway. That paint's worth a lot of money, but I'm not going to pick that up right now. Ugh, this is not great. Now, at any time now, other players are bound to be here and just ruin my day. I'm not going to lie. Does that fit on here? It does. That's hilarious. That's hilarious that stock fit on that gun. I had no idea. I should go from the other side to do this, but whatever. Yeah, search all the places. I think I'm going to hang out back here and hope for the best, because I don't have any surge kits. My best bet is to wait for other players to come through and destroy each other. And just try to reap the benefits. That is my best bet. Because these guys aren't dropping anything health-wise. Unfortunately. You can unload their ammo. What's this armor at? Dead, because I shot him with a shotgun. Duh. Come on, man. Use your damn brain. Oop. That's a bot, not a player. Thankfully. Players are definitely more dangerous than bots. You will get killed by players almost all the time that you get killed. Bots might account for 2 or 3 deaths in your entire gaming experience, probably. On this map, especially in easy. Maybe it's an exaggeration, but I'm surprised no one's been in here yet. Okay, what's this? Nice. So I like to take the ammo. It's worth money. Each one of those rounds is $1,000. How many rounds is that? So that's like 30,000 probably. I'm gonna put that there. I'll put, what's this guy worth? 28,000. He's gonna go there. Yeah. So managing your inventory is super important because you have limited inventory and stuff you can exfil with. I haven't heard much of anything going on, so I'm gonna go up this way and hope for the best. I don't know how long my antibiotic debuff is gonna wear off in. Places are usually pretty well gone through by now. Is there a surge kit? Be a surge kit. Be a surge. Come on. No. No. Ah! Bugger. Not couth. What was that? save it, why not? Overall, is the game worth getting? I highly suggest it. I think it's fun. It can be infuriating too. It can absolutely drive you crazy. The amount of times you can lose to the... Some of the stuff that you lose to is just nonsense, and you know it. And it becomes frustrating. It's like, you know, if you get robbed, you know, it's pretty bad when it happens. 21 is better than what I have. I could use that, but it's not worth it. There's more stuff that I can get that's better. So they got the shield bearer's gun, which is probably the bison. They got into here. Oh, good on them. Did they search this server? They did. Okay. Ow. Antibiotic seems to be helping. That's a plus. They probably already did this. They did. Definitely going to want to use that at some point. It boosts your perception so you can hear where people are at better. A better idea of what's going on around you. And cue my tinnitus. Alright, so I heard shooting from over here. We're at 14 minutes. There's a real good chance that people are already in the dam and have looted it. I usually, or not the dam, the admin building, which is that big building we passed by a little bit ago, which we're going to go back to. That is a multi-knife, okay. I usually try to wait a while to get in there. I don't know why that is shaded that way. It always looks like there's going to be something there, never is. Yep, there's people in admin. I'm pretty sure this is a bot. That's a bot. I really don't want the other players to know I'm here, because especially as injured as I am, I'm really wanting them to just kind of go about their business in exfil. Where did that guy go? Was that a bot? Am I tripping? I know I heard somebody. Now everything you do makes an amount of noise. Now the problem is, they have to exfil this way on this run, but I really need to see if there's any med supplies that I need in here. There's not going to be. That sucks. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I really want to avoid these guys. Now, there are different kinds of players. Different classes have different items. Some have tracking devices where they can find you. My guy heals. One guy has grenades. Another guy cuts through fences. So there's different guys. Different. Oh, I can't tell if that's a bot. That's a bot. Oh god, there's two bots. So much for keeping a low profile. Oh my God. There was a player. Where did he come from? All right. Well, you win some, you lose some. Anyway, I don't know where that player was, but there was a reason I was trying not to let myself get known too well. Crazy. Crazy. It's unfortunately there's no auto replay of your death, kill cam, which I wish there was, but there's not. Overall, what do I feel about the game? It's good. Had I felt this guy was hacking, by the way, which I don't, the guy legit shot me, 100%. I was in a gunfight, he heard it. You can go here to the report button. This will not auto-report him, don't worry. And you can pick out, why. The violations of things. It's a much easier menu to use than what Call of Duty has for reports. You can actually write things in the comments, unlike Call of Duty. So, it's not Call of Duty. Anyway, I left with some goods because I kept stuff in my safe box. So that's a plus. You don't always lose everything. You got 8 kills out of it. So I'll come out on top because I went in with nothing. So I came out with something. So it always feels like, unless you come out with nothing in your safe box, or if you lose all of your shit, like if you come in with a ton of gear, if you have like $1 million in kit, which I've seen people do, they've lost $1 million in kit before because I picked it up. It can be frustrating. You don't have to do that. That's just what it is. So otherwise, it's a good game. I suggest you play it if you like extraction shooters. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you played it? Are you going to play it? It doesn't take up a whole lot of space compared to Call of Duty. It was Call of Duty like 350 some odd gigs now, 360 gigs. This is nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. It doesn't take up a ton of space. It's a decent looking game for being, quote, beta. But for being a free game, this is a nice game. This is a good looking game. Every once in a while, there's a glitch. They do something weird where like a description of something will all be in Chinese because it's a Chinese company. But win some, you lose some. But let's see what I left with before we go here. So 17,000. I'm at 29, 299, 386. Or 386. Sell that. I'm going to sell that on the auction house. It sells for a lot on the auction house. This will sell pretty much immediately. Let's sell that at 13,000. Sell this guy at 18,000. And then once this goes through, we'll see. It might take a little bit longer, actually. I don't know if the servers are slow today. I have a lot of people on. But regardless, I didn't really lose anything because I went in with nothing. If you go in with a lot of kit, like if I were to stock up with all my gear, if I were to throw out all my stuff and have like tons of stuff and I would have lost that, I would have been pissed. Or I wouldn't have been pissed. I would have been like, damn, that sucks. I would have been also better prepared for the round. I just wanted to go in bare bones and show you guys what it's like when you go in with nothing into the game. It doesn't start you out that way, I don't believe. I think it starts you with a little bit of gear, although it should start you with just a knife. But that's just me. Anyway, let me know again what you guys think in the comments below. Are you going to buy the game? Did you buy, or are you going to play the game? You're not going to buy it. It's free. If you play the game, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Let us know. If you like the video, please do. If you want to see more game breakdowns and stuff, more of this kind of content, let me know. And as always, I love you in the face. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. I could use help. My goal is to get to 500 subscribers by the end of next year. This year's almost over, so I'm probably not going to hit it here. But yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Moojus Magic, and I am the hell out of here. I'm going to go play some more.